score. Rams looking for some points here in this second half.
Nice. Peterson with a three-point opportunity here.
Peterson gets the bucket and the foul.
Number 22, Jalen Brett, his second personal foul. Third. Team foul, count the basket to the line, shooting.
Hayden Peterson will go to the line where he is a 77% free throw shooter, and he gets that one to fall. Peterson now with 8 points in the ball game. Who is the foul to?
Jalen Brett.
Jalen with his second. They feed Breath on the left block. Just too much post position on the inside. They can't get it to fall. Hurd down to the ground. Pomeroy with a three-point shot of his own. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Hornets. We're going to have a foul over the back on Seth Pomeroy.
Jump ball, Rams ball.
Well, I thought they were going to give Seth that
I thought he deserved
foul.
the foul.
Okay.
That's all right. He's a little guy. We gave him a little slack.
You get the bonus. 41-34 our score. Rams inbound. Pomeroy on that left side goes in for the layup, and he gets it. Seth Pomeroy off the dribble drive now with his 18th point of the ball game. And Conley Phipps can't believe it. He wants a timeout. We'll take one with him. It's the Hornets 41, the Rams 36. You're listening to Ram Basketball on 100.1 KYFM, a production of InsideOwasso.com. What was the halftime score? 62-41 our score. Rams trail by 11 as we enter the fourth period of play. Peterson on the drive from the left, kicks it out to the right side to Ellison. We're going to have an offensive foul charge against Hayden Peterson.
That's too bad because he found Trenton Ellison wide open in the corner for a three-point attempt.
Hornets with the basketball. And we're going to have a technical against Coach Montanati. Not sure there, Corey, if it's Coach Montanati was barking a little bit or what. So Trey Phipps at the free throw line does not make the first free throw. I didn't see what happened there, Corey, but
well, he was arguing the charge call maybe a little bit.
I thought that was kind of a quick whistle, though.
Yeah. Coach Montanati has a tendency to coach the refs a little bit.
Yeah. So Phipps makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, extends this lead to 53-41. Hornets with the basketball. They try to feed it inside, but the lob is over the head of Seth Hurd, picked up there by the Rams. Potter coming the other way, gives it up to Preston Hendricks, but they're going to say that Potter traveled before he was able to pass. Quick up the floor is Bryce Thompson. He goes all the way to the rim. Nobody stops him. Gets the bucket. Corey, that was just some lazy defense getting back after the play. But Seth Pomeroy comes back and just drills a long three-point shot like it's no big deal.
You literally have to guard him when he crosses half court. He is Seth Curry.
And it's spot on. Feed inside to Seth Hurd. He can't finish, got his own rebound, can't finish that either. Peterson coming the other way for Owasso, and he gets bumped there by Seth Hurd, who just picked up his first personal foul.
Fouls on number 5, Seth Hurd, his first personal foul, 6th team foul, timeout. Booker, Team Washington.
We're going to have a full timeout here by the Hornets. We'll take one with them, a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Ram Basketball on 100.1 KYFM. .646 to go here in this fourth period of play. Rams with the basketball. Peterson goes to his left looking for a pick, goes in for the layup and gets it.
Nice.
Hayden Peterson just drives down the lane and takes what they give you. Hornets coming the other way. Ball's on the floor. It's loose. Fighting for the basketball. Hayden Peterson able to get the jump ball. But the possession arrow will favor the Rams.
We
just got it switched.
Yeah, they got it at the quarter, so they get it right here. The Rams have the ability to make three-pointers. I mean, they're never out of a game, and at a 9-point lead, they just need some stops.
Yeah, a lot of time on the clock. As the Hornets, Bryce Thompson up top, tries to go down the lane, pull-up jump shot, no good. Jalen Breath uses his height for the rebound, fighting inside, and he's just Just too much height in there on Preston Hendricks. As Breath is able to get the bucket just in front of the rim. Rams coming the other way. Hayden Peterson can't finish. Phipps all the way down the other end. His shot off the glass, no good, but the backside rebound. And the Hornets with 2 back-to-back offensive rebounds. And Seth Hurd able to get the rebound. Coach Montanotti's going to want to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with him. It's Booker T. Washington 59, Owasso 46. Here in this ball game, Rams have been trailing anywhere from about 6 to 10 points throughout this, Corey. They just can't get over that hump. Seems like every time they get a break, they can't stop the inside game and the height of Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, they've given up 3 offensive rebounds, which were critical. You can just kind of feel that Booker T's decided they're going to flex their muscles and they're going to go to the rim, and I'm not sure there's a lot the Rams can do about it.
So the Rams with the basketball, trailing 59 to 46 as Hayden Peterson brings the ball up the floor. Man-to-man defense by the Washington Hornets. Pomeroy up top trying to dribble to his left, cannot get around the 6'5" Seth Hurd, but Hurd's going to be called for the blocking foul. That'll be his second. And that will send the Rams to the line for the 1-and-1. And Corey, this is where the Rams may have an advantage.
I agree. I mean, it's just a matter of whether they can get enough calls to go their way.
As Pomeroy makes that first free throw, he now has 25 points in the ball game. Can't get the second one to fall. 1 of 2 from the line. And a long three-pointer by Trey Phipps. He just comes up the floor and pulls the trigger, and it's good. Peterson for the Rams. Over to Ellison on the left wing. His three-point shot is way long.
You can tell he's hesitating a little bit.
And Phipps with another three-pointer. It's no good. And over the back is Breath. There's no call, with the Rams able to come up with the turnover. And
nice.
Hayden Peterson able to come all the way down the line around Bryce Thompson and get the bucket.
A little bit of a mini run here.
Now Bryce Thompson here on the near side, trying to push his way in. Good defense by the Rams, keeping him outside. The floater from about 6 feet outside the free throw line, and Hurd able to get that one to fall. Hurd now with 14 points in the game. And Seth Pomeroy able to come down and get a bucket for the Rams. Trading buckets right now as the Rams trail 63 to 51. Thompson up top. McHenry's three-point shot, and it's good. Michael McHenry with the tray. Hayden Peterson with the offensive rebound and the putback, and it's good. So Hayden Peterson has made his presence known. 4:12 to go. As we take a full timeout, we'll take a 1-minute timeout with them. It's Owasso trailing Booker T. Washington 66 to 53.
I think that was Bryce
Basketball as they come up the floor. 67-53. Phipps up top to Breath. Breath dribbles in the lane. He just pushes off. That's going to be an offensive foul on Jalen Breath. That'll be his fourth. As he just ran into Kyler Mann. So the Rams on the turnover. Pomeroy comes up, launches a three-point shot. It's going to be short. Tipped into the hands of Owasso. Kyler Mann comes up with the ball into Ellison's hands. Over to Peterson here on the near side. Peterson trying to go inside. Pulls back for the shot, and he's going to be called for the walk. Actually, I thought he had one, and they called him for the second one. Still like the hustle of this Ram ball club right now.
They're not going to quit. They're going to play to that final whistle. That's due to Coach Montanati's coaching for sure.
Bryce Thompson gets it over to the right side to Phipps. Phipps in front of the Hornets bench. Dribbles left then right, back at midcourt. Gives the ball up to Driver. Going to run some time off the clock here as we come up on 3 minutes. Then the pull-up jump shot is no good by Bryce Thompson. Rebound Rams. Pomeroy over to the left side to Mann. Mann going baseline. Dribbles inside to Preston Hendricks. Can't hit the 5-foot shot in the paint as it bounces off the back iron. Christian Driver for Booker T on the far side. Gives it up to Phipps. Phipps guarded by Pomeroy. Pomeroy knocks the ball away. Trenton Ellison coming the other way, dishes it outside to Pomeroy. His three-point shot is no good. Long rebound into the hands of the trailing Phipps, who gets it back to Bryce Thompson. Thompson double-teamed here on the near side, knocked out of bounds. As Washington will maintain control, and we're going to have a timeout on the court for the Hornets. We're going to keep it right here. And Corey, I mean, we're down 67-53, but I really like the effort and the hustle we're seeing out of the Rams tonight. And I think a Ram ball club that a lot of people thought weren't going to be able to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, actually, I mean, there's no real glaring statistics in this game. Pretty even on the offensive board, pretty even on the turnover count. It's just the sheer size of Booker T that have willed a couple of possessions down low, gotten a couple of easy baskets, and able to stretch that lead out. If this is a 5 or 6 point ball game, I think the Rams definitely have a chance because they have that outside shooting. And we've rushed a few shots. Some of the younger guys, the freshmen and the sophomores, have rushed some of their three-pointers, not getting their feet set. But overall, a really good effort by the Rams.
While we got a break in the action, we want to make sure and remind everybody about the Owasso Baseball Alumni Game scheduled for this Saturday here at the newly renovated Stegall Field. Got the all-new turf, fencing, and everything out there. You guys really want to come out and see this alumni game. It's the first inaugural baseball game. We got some studs coming back.
Got 115 ex-players coming back.
We got Brian Flynn, Dylan Bundy. I know Pete Cosma's on a plane coming back from Australia right now. Starts at 1 o'clock. You're going to want to come out and see that here at Owasso High School on Saturday. Rams with a turnover coming the other way. Trenton Ellison comes down the lane, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
Great job by Kyler Mann. He was all over on the defense down there, diving on the floor, saving that ball.
Trey Phipps picks up his third. So Trenton Ellison at the free throw line gets it to fall. Now with 9 points in the ball game, full court pressure by the Rams as we reach the 2-minute mark. Turnover there at midcourt, picked up by Ellison. Over to Peterson on the left side. Peterson with the pull-up jump shot, and it's good. Hayden Peterson now with 8 points in this fourth quarter. He has 18 in the ball game. Again, full court pressure. Get it up the floor to Bryce Thompson. Thompson down the lane, bounce pass over to Hurd, and Hurd decides to just slam it down on the flush. 70-57 Rams trail. Ellison coming the other way. His three-point shot is good. Trenton Ellison says, okay, let's just do this as he pulls the Rams back to within 13, 70-57. We're going to keep it right here. Corey, again, minute 34 left to go in this ball game, and I know the chances of the Rams catching back up in this are slim, but I like the hustle, the effort, and the way these young guys are really integrating themselves into this ball club.
Yeah, Owasso's not quite as deep as Booker T is, so they're not able to put out the kind of effort that they're putting out right now on a game-long basis, but it's nice to see at the end of the game they can really turn up the heat and turn over a very good ball-handling team like Booker T. Washington.
You know, and your coach Montanati in this huddle, we saw him working his team with an 18-point lead against Bartlesville last Saturday at the BOK. You're down here 11, 69-58. What's he telling his ball club here?
Oh, I think this is a great opportunity. Again, you know, it's a steep hill to climb, but it's a great opportunity to get some experience in some situational basketball when you need to get the basketball back without fouling. When do you foul? When do you not foul? So on and so forth. We've got a couple of really big games coming up with Jinx and Union that we may see again in the playoffs. So it'll be interesting. Coaches preparing for the playoffs right here.
Booker T with the basketball, facing full court pressure right now. And just able to get it across the midcourt line into the hands of Trey Phipps. Phipps dribbles left, throws it down to the left side. Inside, and the bucket is good by Bryce Thompson. 71-58, Rams trail. Thompson. It's a long three-point shot by Trenton Ellison on the left side. It's no good. Rebound Hornets. Into the hands of Thompson. To Phipps. Up the floor. And they get it to Seth Hurd under the bucket, who now has 33 points in this ball game. Pomeroy here on the near side. He launches the three-point shot. It's no good, but he's going to be fouled beyond the three-point arc, so he'll go to the line to shoot three as he's fouled there by Michael McHenry.
Oh, that won't make Coach Phipps very happy.
No, it will not. He has a kind of a wry grin on his face as he shakes his head about got to play smart as Seth Pomeroy hits that first free throw. And hits the second free throw. Seth Pomeroy has had an outstanding game here this evening. He has 29 points. If he hits this, he'll have 30 in this ball game. And it's good. Full court pressure by the Rams. Washington able to break that, can't make the bucket. Here come the Rams the other way. Seth Pomeroy with another three-pointer. It's short, long rebound is out of bounds. 25.8 seconds to go as the Hornets throw a baseball pass down the court and then throw it in behind. Hayden Peterson comes up with the turnover, gets it up to Ellison. Ellison's three-point shot is good. Trenton Ellison with the bucket. Again, full court pressure. Hornets trying to run this out. They're going to be fouled. I think that'll be Seth Pomeroy. No, they're going to give it to Trenton Ellison. That'll be his third. I'll tell you what, though, Corey, just a great effort tonight by an outmanned Ram ball club here this evening. Phipps with the basketball. He's going to run this out as the Ram, their 5-game winning streak comes to an end as they lose this one here tonight, 73-64. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and we'll wrap this up for you as you're listening to Owasso Ram Basketball on 100.1 KYFM. length and the size of Booker T. Washington, really you got to come out of this game feeling pretty good about yourself with playoffs coming up. And what I mean by that is the growth, the development of this ball club from December to where they are now.
Oh, I agree completely. I mean, Seth Pomeroy had a great night here on senior night. Hayden Peterson coming in with another 18. But the bright spot for me was Trenton Ellison. Now, he rushed a couple of shots, but when he gets his feet set, he can shoot it. Shot some free throws tonight, scored 15 points. I'm sure that's his season high. But also the Rams defensively, they turned over Booker T more than we turned it over. And they held Trey Phipps to 13 points. He's averaging 18 on the season. They did give up 28 to Hurd, and they also held Jalen Brett to 6 points. So that was a great defensive effort, great team effort by Kyler Mann, Grant Van Landingham, Preston Hendricks that just battled all night inside against those bigs. So I think overall, Coach Montnotti's got a lot of positives he can pull from the night.
A lot of things to grow on from this basketball game, as leading scorer for Owasso was Seth Pomeroy with 30 points. Hayden Peterson had 18 points. And then Trenton Ellison, a bit of a surprise in double figures, strongly with 15 points. Grant Van Landingham and Kyler Mann both with 2 points each. The Rams were 7 of 11 from the free throw line for 64% on the season, as they fall to 13-7 on the season so far. And they will be playing this Friday night against the Jinx Trojans. Grant Merrill will be bringing you that action, and the Rams will wrap up with Union and Bixby to close out this season. Some of your final thoughts for tonight's games?
I think you've seen this team continue to grow throughout the season. You know, they go on a good streak there, winning 7 out of 8. You knew it was going to be tough tonight. But again, you know, hopefully you're not going to meet them in the playoffs. If you do, it's probably going to be in the winner's bracket somewhere. And the Rams know that they can play with them. But, you know, there's a lot of parity in 6A basketball right now, and I think the Rams have got as good a shot as a lot of clubs to get to the state tournament.
Lady Rams fall in the earlier contest in overtime, 59-52, as they fall to 5-15 on the season, and then the Owasso boys version of the Rams fall 73-64. For Dave back in the studio, we want to thank him for making us sound so good. For my wingman, Corey Bird, I'm Steve Mowry. We want to thank you for listening to Owasso Ram Basketball right here on Bright Star 100.1, a production of InsideOwasso.com.